And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. Let's get into that Trader Tuesdays. Let's go. You know, if you're not going to become a network marketer, we're not going to pay you what we said we were going to pay you, right? News announcement. And this is a breaking news announcement. And this is a break chat live on Friday. Novatech update. Keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. We're about to crack into the content here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, but before we do, guys, I want to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. The platform that I'm talking about today, as well as the links to all of the platforms that I talk about on here, are linked in the description to this video. So if you're interested, the only thing that you have to do is go to the description of this video, click the link, or copy and paste it into your browser. Also, I did this book with Matt Morris last year, The Power of Leadership. I wrote a chapter, Matt wrote a chapter. It's got chapters written by a lot of other amazing authors and entrepreneurs. You can also get that linked in the description. Now, before we roll into it, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, drop me a comment, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I release a new video here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Let's get into the content. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is my Trader Tuesday update. I'm going to be talking about kind of what's been going on with my trading, what's been going on with trading in general, what trading is, and, you know, how really it applies to us and what we're doing in the crypto space. So I am happy and grateful, right, to be part of the crypto space, to be able to help orange pill you guys, right? I'm glad that I've taken the orange pill myself. And, you know, because crypto opens up the door for a lot of different opportunities. It opens up the door for us to make a lot of money in different areas once we understand how cryptocurrency works, and once we understand how to, you know, apply, right, some of the risk management principles that we use in trading to these crypto platforms that we deal with and that I like to talk about here on this channel. Now, you may not have thought about this before, but if you are a member of a crypto platform, right, if you're part of a crypto platform, if you've purchased cryptocurrency, right, and you've put that cryptocurrency into a platform in order to you know, benefit from you know, what the platform does and to grow your crypto, you're a trader, right? You're a trader. You may not have ever thought of yourself that way. Well, that's exactly what it is, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're doing crypto trading, right? When you're part of different crypto platforms, when you're involved in different cryptocurrencies, right? When we're dealing with, you know, the buying and selling and growth of crypto, you are a crypto trader. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me about the SEC thing and about what's going on in the United States and how they're kind of cracking down and you know, suing and, you know, attempting to classify, you know, every single cryptocurrency except for Bitcoin, they're trying to classify as a security, right? And so that does have implications when it comes to the crypto platforms that we're involved with. It does have implications when it comes to cryptocurrency in general. And, you know, what needs to be understood about that is that securities are heavily regulated things, right? Now, the SEC does not classify everything as a security. So you might have heard somebody say, hey, you know, if I'm selling you apples and oranges and you're expecting a return, that constitutes a security. Wrong. A security is that which is actually classified as a security by, you know, whatever government you're talking about. And if we're talking about the United States government, we're talking about the SEC. So if the SEC classifies it as a security, well, that means it's a security. Now, they're suing Coinbase, they're suing Binance, they're out going for the throat, right? They're going for the throat of crypto, right? They're trying to regulate it, right? They're trying to come in and regulate it. And Coinbase has countersued, and some of the other crypto brokers have countersued, right? And so it is still in the courts. This whole thing with you know, whether or not crypto is a security, all that stuff, it's still in the courts. However, it's not going to be in the courts forever, guys. I mean, eventually what's going to happen is they're going to figure out a way to regulate crypto, right? Because that's what they do, right? They want to have that control. They want to have that autonomy, right? You know, whatever it is you think about that, wherever you fall politically, I don't care. This is not about politics. This is about the fact that the governments and the world governments do not like the idea of there being an unregulated, DeFi, right? Currency out there that people are actually trading, and it's actually really truly free trade. I mean, it's like this concept of free trade has been around since Adam and Eve, guys. I mean, free trade is a God-given right. But the governments don't want us to have that. They want to be in control of what we do. They want everything that we do, they want to know about it, right? And I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's wrong. Okay? I'm not like railing against the government here, but what I am doing is I'm making a distinction between what cryptocurrency is and what cryptocurrency is not, right? And the one that is not being attacked and regulated is Bitcoin. So you're always going to be safe with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's always a safe haven, right? That's why I'm talking about the orange pill. Bitcoin is the orange pill, right? I've taken the orange pill. Hopefully you take the orange pill as well. Basically, taking the orange pill means that you understand Bitcoin, right? That's basically what that's all about. And, as a trader, it's important to understand these things. I use trading brokers that are crypto in, crypto out, right? I like to use brokers where I am able to trade high frequency Forex, right? Binary options, right? And I like to be able to do that. I have a VPN on my computer. I use crypto in, crypto out platforms that are not regulated, right? They're not regulated by the SEC, right? They operate outside of the United States, and that's fine with me, right? Because what I do is whatever gains I make and whatever money I make and whatever gains I make through crypto, obviously, once it goes from cryptocurrency into my bank account and it becomes fiat currency, guess what? I have to account for taxes. And any gains that I make, I have to pay my taxes on those gains every single year. So that's where the government comes into play. It doesn't say that you can't go out there and make money. It doesn't say that you can't participate in an overseas opportunity. It doesn't say that. All it says is if you take that crypto and you turn that into fiat currency, guess what? You've got to pay capital gains. You've got to pay taxes, right? So just make sure that you're paying your taxes, basically. That's the whole thing. So don't. This is not Armageddon, right? This is not the end of the world for cryptocurrency. If anything, this is just going to make crypto and crypto platforms stronger, right? Because it's going to raise awareness that there is another financial system out there available to people, right? And that's a good thing, right? That's whatever raises the awareness, in my opinion, that's a good thing. So what I want to do is I want to crack into a little bit about my story of how I actually became a trader. And that's basically, I learned Forex. I learned high frequency Forex. I've already known about the stock market, but I still participate in the stock market, dividend stocks, real estate investing. So all of that, I had to, I really, really got into that. And this is why. And I got into that as an adult, right? I had a previous career before I actually became a full-time trader, right? And my previous career was I was an insurance broker, right? I was an insurance broker, and I did well, right? I did well. I made good money. Everything was great. I was living in a multi-million-dollar house, had a couple of nice cars, great life, lots of vacations, traveling. Really loved what I do. I still have on the wall all my awards and everything that I got from when I was an insurance broker. I've got newspaper clippings about Medicaid expansion and the Affordable Care Act. I was part of all of that, guys. And I was really happy with what I did. I was proud of what I did. I felt like I was, helping people get affordable insurance. I felt that I was making a difference, right? Making a difference in the world. And it was great until one Christmas, I got a notification in the mail, right? And that notification was that the state that I was living in was suing me to revoke my license. Not because I had done anything wrong, not because I had mishandled any client finances, not because I had mishandled any client information, nothing about my insurance business whatsoever. The reason why they did it is because I was a convicted felon, right? I have made mistakes in my past. I've gone to prison in my past. I've committed felonies in my past. And because of those felony convictions, finally what happened, and this took years of time. I mean, I was working as an insurance broker for years after I had been out of prison, right? I thought everything was fine, but it wasn't, right? And that was the first state that sued to revoke my license. I got an attorney, right? I paid the attorney large sums of money until I realized that I was not winning. There was no way I was going to win. And here's a little caveat. If you are a felon, right? If you have a felony record, and I'm not going to say this for everybody, but I will speak for myself. Guys, I have never won a single court case ever since I've had that felony record. I have been a criminal. I have been a bad guy. I have been a felon on the other side of the law, a second-class citizen, and my civil rights gone, right? I don't know if you guys realize this, but once you are convicted of a felony, you are given a number, right? And that number is called your back number, and it stays with you for the rest of your life. Even if you're not on parole, you're not in prison, you still have that back number, and you're no longer known as Vaughn Morrill. You're now known as, that back number, which I'm not going to rattle off my back number here on YouTube for all you guys to go and, and have, right? I mean, if you want to know all about my history, guys, believe me, there's plenty of people out there who will be happy to tell you, right? And I actually made a response video. It's called Response to My Haters, link in the description. If you really want to know the history of everything, how, why I committed the felonies, what felonies I committed, what happened in prison, how long, and all that stuff. It's in there. It's in the description. But that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to explain that there I was, beautiful multi-million-dollar home, beautiful lifestyle, and I was losing my insurance licenses, and I was going to lose everything. Okay, I was going to get zeroed out again if I didn't figure something out. And it wouldn't, just a normal regular job would not. I would have lost my house. I would have lost the cars. I would have definitely lost my lifestyle. So I needed to find something that I could do and that I could learn, right? That to where I could make as much as I was making when I was an insurance broker. That was my goal. Now, let me let the cat out of the bag for you. I make multitude times as much as I ever made as an insurance broker now, right? I am much more financially blessed. And this is not braggadociory. This is coming from a spirit of happiness, gratitude, and thankfulness and gratefulness, right? That I was able to get knocked down in that way and then get back up and, figure out this thing of how to be a Forex trader, how to be a profitable trader. And now at the point where I'm at now, having made more than I've ever made before. And so what I did was I had a good friend of mine that I confided in. And I said, hey, man, I'm losing my licenses. He said, are you sure? I'm pretty sure. Are you going to lose them in every state? I'm pretty sure. Okay. He said, okay, let me put you on to this college curriculum, right? He was involved in a college level curriculum set of courses that teach Forex, high frequency Forex, everything you could ever want to know about the Forex market and Forex trading. 101, 201, 301, 401, college level hardcore classes. And he said, hey, listen, I know someone who's doing this now, and that person used to be a life insurance agent, right? And that person is now making as much or more than he did as a life insurance agent. Now, I happen to know that life insurance agents, if you're good at it, definitely make six figures a year and upwards and more than that, right? So they do very well. So I said, okay, let's do it. I signed up, got involved in the courses, got involved in the classes. And what that led to, it led to a lot of studying, a lot of cramming, a lot of sleepless nights, just learning everything. And then along the way, I was trading while I was learning. So I was also making a lot of mistakes. And I did lose a lot of money in the markets, right? At first. I mean, of course. Right? Because I was a novice. I was a newbie. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't have a strategy, right? I was learning everything, but I didn't have one strategy that I stuck with. I didn't have one objective strategy that I stuck with that worked. And, I came to realize over time that was my problem. So, I made it my goal and I made it my mission to develop a strategy, just one strategy, right? That would be attainable, achievable, sustainable, and that would work. I needed to see weekly profit and monthly profit. So if I Had 1 week of profit, 2 weeks of profit, 3 weeks of profit. And in that fourth week, I took a huge loss. Guess what? Back to the drawing board. So I would scrap that strategy and start over, right? And at this point, I was dealing with demo money and demo accounts because I had learned by that point that I was not going to continue to risk real capital while I still didn't have an effective strategy. So I was using a demo account. And week after week after week, month after month after month, trial and error, tweaking it, changing it, updating it, working with the different indicators, working with the different markets, figuring out a strategy. Because I knew that if I could find that strategy, if I could discover, right, or create or invent or whatever it is you want to call it, if I could invent that strategy, I would never have to worry about money again, because I know that if I could come up with that, something that would definitely be profitable weekly and monthly, then I could build upon that. I could compound that. I could grow that. I could scale that up, right, into something that I could take and turn and use as a source of income and my primary source of income, right? So that I would not have to lose my house, so that I would not have to go back to square one, all of the above. And I was able over time to develop that strategy. Now, you guys know that I am part of a lot of different crypto platforms. I love the crypto platforms. I love the crypto space. Yes, it's risky. That's part of the thing that I like about it, right? There's a lot that goes into becoming profitable in various different crypto platforms, right? And so I look at the crypto platforms as just more of an extension of my trading business. This is crypto trading, dealing with crypto platforms, right? And here's the thing about the crypto platforms that I teach this on here and I preach this on here nonstop, right? Is that, guys, these crypto platforms could be here today, gone tomorrow. You never know what's going to happen, even with the best of the best, right? We've seen things happen. I mean, we had a crypto platform that was performing for years, 4 years strong. This thing was performing, Novatech, until it stopped, right? Until something happened, outside forces, outside sources, whatever have you, the platform, boom, disappeared. Now, I had already gone through a period of my life where I lost a lot of money in trading. So I actually didn't lose a lot of money with Novatech. Okay. I was using Novatech like I use the other crypto platforms, kind of as a way to make money and to grow my accounts. I never left a lot of money in Novatech, right? And I never leave a lot of money in the other platforms. What I do is I put in a principal amount. I allow that principal to make me a profit. I pull the principal as soon as I can. I pull my profits and lock in my profits. And then at that point, whatever's left over, I'm using house money so that if something does happen, yeah, sure, I have money in Novatech, but it's all house money, guys. Because I got my seed money out right away. I locked in my profits right away. And I didn't do that because I'm awesome. That's not why. I did that because I've already learned the deal. I've already had those losses before I ever even got into Novatech, before I even ever got into any crypto platforms. I already knew how to practice risk management, right? And how to make sure that I minimize my losses and maximize my gains. It's something that I already knew, that I had already learned. And yes, I had already lost money. I just didn't lose it in Novatech. I lost it in my trading journey when I was naive and young and didn't know what I was doing. And it's you know what I mean? And trying a different strategy every single day. I lost a lot, right? Anybody would. In fact, most Forex traders, they lose at first, which is why a lot of people don't stick with it. So, but I did stick with it. I developed the strategy, and I said all that to say this. If I were to wake up tomorrow morning and every single one of my crypto platforms had rug pulled, right? If I woke up and I opened up every crypto platform and there was an FBI seal on every page that said this internet page has been seized by the FBI, every single one, all my crypto platforms are gone, I would be fine because I have a skill. And that skill is that I have this strategy that I developed, right? So I can go into the markets with my strategy and make money, right? As a matter of fact, that's what I was doing before I made this video, right? I was trading for about an hour, made a nice sum of money, right? And I took a withdrawal, right? Because I like to, what I do is like whenever I make profits, I just withdraw my profits right away. Because what's the sense of keeping all your profits in the broker? You may as well withdraw your profits and put them in the bank, right? You keep all your profits in the broker, you're going to get a big account, but then you might be tempted to do something foolish and mess up and lose all that money, right? And that happens, guys. It's called blowing an account. People do that. Right. So what I do is whenever I make a nice profit, it's got to be above $500, and I try to make at least $500 a day at this point in the markets. A lot of times I'm able to do more than that, but that's a good like round number. It's like if I can make $500 a day trading, I'm pretty happy right at that point. And then what I do is, since it's my broker, I'm able to withdraw that money right away, as long as it's not like if you're trying to withdraw $8 or $10 or $12,000, yeah, that's going to take 14 days or something like that. But usually I'm withdrawing between $500 to $2,000, right? And so I get that right away. I withdraw it, boom, hits my wallet, and then I go and put it in my bank account, and whatever. That's how I make my living, right? It's trade. That's how I do it. Okay. Um. So even if all the crypto platforms were gone tomorrow, I know I could still go in the markets and make money. If YouTube, if I get kicked off of YouTube tomorrow, right? I know that I can go and make money. Now, I don't think I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube because I am compliant with all of YouTube's regulations, right? I don't do like hate speech or anything like that. I don't come on here and attack people. I don't I'm not a controversial person, right? I've got my past, of course, and those of you who know me, you know about that. But I don't advocate for anything that's wrong, right? And so, but if YouTube went away, right? If YouTube went down, if YouTube crashed, or for whatever reason, if I was no longer on YouTube, if I lost my YouTube tomorrow, guess what? I could still go into the markets and make money, right? If I have to relocate and move out of where I'm living now and move to another location, guess what? I can still go into the markets and make money. Right? If I get into a situation where for whatever reason I'm staying up all night and I'm sleeping all day, right? I flip, I'm like going vampire mode, right? And I'm staying up all day, staying up all night, and then I fall asleep at 9 a.m., sleep till 9 p.m., right? And then I'm up all night long. Guess what? With my internet connection and my browser, I can go into the markets and make money. Even then at 3 in the morning, because I have a skill. Right. And that skill that I developed is my personal trading strategy, right? That's what I use. And so I believe I touched on because I wanted to touch on how I became a trader. I wanted to talk a little bit about crypto platforms and crypto trading. I wanted to touch on principal and withdrawal. And what I mean by principal and withdrawal is you've got your certain principal that you put in there. You're trading money to trade with. And then when you're trading, you're going to make profits, right? If you're going along with the correct strategy, you're going to make profits. Now those profits are above the principals. Like the principals here, your profits are up here, and you just pull out your profits, and then you trade, make more, pull those bad boys out. Trade, make more, pull those bad boys out. So your principal stays in there. That's your principal money, right? So that's how I deal with principal and profits. And then I also wanted to talk about my course. So guys, my trading course is linked in the description. And on every single video I talk about my trading course, I'm going to be going over that just in 2 seconds. But what I want to say is that the strategy that I developed is the same strategy that I teach in my trading course. Okay, guys? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you got some great value out of that content. Thank you for tuning in to the Unlimited Freedom Network. I really appreciate, guys. Now, remember, before you get off here, guys, never invest crypto into any platform that you cannot afford to lose, right? There's no guarantees here, right? So make sure that you're practicing your risk management principles when you're in this space. Also, don't forget to check out my trading course. It's in the description. If you appreciate what I do here, the best way to support my work is to purchase my trading course. Link in the description. It's where I share my personal trading strategy with you. It's a strategy that's achievable, attainable, sustainable, and it's how I was able to make more than I ever made before. You do not have to be an expert on trading. It tells you exactly what to do, A, B, C, D. You can copy my profitable strategy. And like I said, links in the description for that. Also, guys, I do a Patreon where I actually update my Patreon with videos where I show videos of the actual trading strategy being traded live in the markets. So you get the trading course to learn the strategy. You get on the Patreon so that you can see the strategy being executed. You can see the results. You can see the receipts, right? And you can see that it really is something that works and it really is something that is of value. So if you want to support what I'm doing here, make sure that you enroll in that trading course. Link is in the description. Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Drop me a comment. I always love reading your guys' comments. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And we'll see you guys on the next one here at the Unlimited Freedom Network.